I'm losing my voice, but this is Rancor-sized news and it's too big to not talk about it. So make sure you're subscribed and you ring that notifications bell so you and your friends never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom, extend your lightsabers, this Star Wars news is massive, and this is Tom's Take. Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to my movie channel. My name is Tom and thank you very much for joining me for this, my new episode of Tom's Take. I haven't done a Tom's Take episode in a while, just life gets in the way, but forget all that for a second. Let's talk about this massive Star Wars news that dropped in the early hours of the morning for me. I was still asleep, so I woke up, saw my news feed, and bang. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Billy D. Williams, all coming back for Star Wars Episode 9 from StarWars.com. They officially released it. I will leave a link to the official statement in the description below, but I'm just going to give you guys some of my quick thoughts on what's going on here, because in that statement they announced that they're not going to recast Leia, they certainly weren't going to do a CGI version of Princess Leia, and I was always on the side of, if you need to finish Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia's story, forget how important Carrie Fisher is herself to the Star Wars universe for a second, and just think about how important the character of Princess Leia is to the story of Star Wars. You cannot just write her out in between movies. You either have to recast or you have to do something drastically different. And I was a fan of recasting Princess Leia because you have to honor the legacy of Carrie Fisher by carrying out her story and finishing what she couldn't. But I never thought they would use unused footage. I mean, like, yeah, I thought about it and then I was like, I don't know how you could practically make that work. I thought if anything, maybe they would use unused footage from The Last Jedi. I think I heard Rian Johnson say somewhere that there's really not that much from The Last Jedi of Carrie that they didn't use. So they're taking footage from Carrie from The Force Awakens and they're gonna use her in Episode 9. They found a way to make that work for Episode 9. And I'm really curious to see how this turns out. I am really happy about it. Like, if they found a perfect way to use this unseen footage, then go for it, man. I get the feeling they're gonna, you know, do a mixture of cutting her out and digitally putting her in a different background, or using like a body double. Like if you have a scene with Lando talking to her, obviously you can't have, you know, a wide shot of Carrie and Lando standing there. So a body double to see the, you know, an over the shoulder shot of Carrie, say, looking at Billy D. Williams, for example, playing Lando. Let's get on to Lando Calrissian. I've been wondering since Episode 7, like, I thought if you were gonna bring Lando back, bringing him back in Episode 7 just made a lot of sense to me. Like, I thought it was almost a done deal that he would appear in The Force Awakens. And then when Han died and then he never showed up, I thought, oh, he's gonna be in Episode 8. Wasn't in Episode 8. And I would have liked to have seen him in Episode 8, because, you know, I thought maybe he could have been used in the Canto Bight thing as maybe he was the guy that could break the code, which would make sense and it would be consistent with what we know about Lando, but they didn't do that. And so I'm really glad that they're bringing him back for Episode 9. I mean, I just don't know how you do this new sequel trilogy and don't at least acknowledge Lando. Like, they haven't even mentioned his name so far. I wanted to get on to talking about Mark Hamill here for a second, because Mark Hamill is now confirmed to be in Episode 9. Now, will he be a Force ghost or will he be actually alive? I actually think he's going to be a Force ghost. I know there are some people that think he's actually, like, still alive and he just teleported himself off that rock. I actually think he's a Force ghost. I would prefer him to be a Force ghost. I just think if he's alive and he, let's say he did just teleport himself off that rock at the end of The Last Jedi, I don't know, to me that takes away some of the weight of that scene, because that scene really is meant to be, and Rian Johnson has said it, like, that scene is intended to be Luke's grand death scene. So I would really love to see Luke as a Force ghost, whether he's haunting Kylo Ren, because he had that great line at the end of The Last Jedi, "See you around, kid." I want to see that. I want to see him haunting Kylo Ren, like Kylo Ren wakes up in cold sweats in the middle of the night and Luke's just woo. I just think that would be hilarious. But he's probably going to be helping Rey, you know, helping out whenever he can, because The Last Jedi, with Yoda showing up, it gave us a bit of a different perspective on what, like, the Force ghosts can actually do and how powerful they actually are, with Yoda doing the lightning thing. So I'd be very curious to see what Luke Skywalker can do as a Force ghost and how much he can actually help, say, physically. But either way, I'm really happy about this news. This is great news for the Star Wars community, and as a massive Star Wars fan for life, this news is awesome. I love this news so much. And obviously, you know, we have Daisy Ridley and John Boyega and Adam Driver. All those people are returning. Some new additions as well, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on the OG cast coming back. And of course, Anthony Daniels as the C-3PO. So that's my thoughts, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed and you ring that notifications bell so you and your friends never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom. May the Force be with you always, and I will see you guys next time.